All right, here we go with the former UFC title challenger, Iron Michael Chandler. Daniel, you guys go way back. Obviously, we can talk about the athletic credentials. Some, though, have questioned his fight IQ in some of his big fights in the UFC.
Well, it seems like he wants to fight the fun fight,
right,
opposed to the fight that would seem to make sense to him. But let me tell you something, I'm not complaining. I enjoy every Michael Chandler fight. I enjoy watching this guy go out there and fight on his shield. He has A+ skills across the board, and let's see how he applies them to the fight tonight.
And even in losses against high-level competition, he has had big moments. You do get the sense that Michael Chandler may always be just one win away from that elusive shot at the title yet again. Iron Michael Chandler has stepped into the octagon. This time he wants to leave with that championship belt. Well, Scousers don't get knocked out, and that has been the case for Paddy Pimblett, at least to this point in his UFC career. Outstanding pedigree coming in, and he's got another big fight in front of him tonight, DC.
And he's going to continue to get big fights, because when you have that thing, when you have that it factor about you, people want to tune in. That is what Paddy Pimblett has in spades. But not only can he fight, but not only can he draw people in, the guy can fight. He's a tremendous grappler, and he has confidence like not many guys that we've seen at such a young age in their career. And
don't let the out-of-camp body composition fool you, because this man has a work ethic that rivals anybody in this division. Huge spot for Paddy Pimblett tonight. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. All right, now to get us started with the introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Iron Michael Chandler. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Lightweight Champion of the World, Paddy, the Paddy
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. All right, Michael Chandler back on the proven ground here tonight as we get this round underway. And you saw what he did early in that second round against Tony Ferguson with a highlight reel knockout that will withstand the test of time. We'll see if Chandler can get off to a good start in this round here. Leg kick is there. Nifty little uppercut there by the wrestler. He told you in the fighter meeting he's got hands. Showed it to you there, man.
Well, he showed it. I mean, that's a tricky little uppercut there. Good job timing it. Not just defending like a wrestler by sprawling, but throwing that uppercut, showing him that there's going to be damage if he enter in the range.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Now goes to the uppercut. Pimblett going for the takedown here, nothing doing there. All right, so there's that power right from Michael Chandler. We talked a lot about mixing it up this week, but that right hand is his weapon of choice, and he found the button early.
It is his weapon of choice, and I think a lot of the success is based on the fact that he's such a high-level wrestler. So when he level changes, people tend to drop their hands, and Chandler drops that big right hand on him. I think this is one of the best athletes in the entire UFC.
All right, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Chandler's looking to pass into half guard here, but he's denied. Well, he's got his back now.
Good work, guys.
Look at that. Recognized he was about to lose position. Nice shot there by the champ.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard. Big ground and pound.
Side control now.
Beautiful ground strikes landed.
Pimblett's back in side control here.
Oh, he's got a choke. Oh, yeah, he's got him. It's tight. Darce choke locked in. It's only a matter of time, but he cannot rush. He's got to control his opponent. So he does.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, and submission defense wins this transition.
All right, side control now.
That was nice. Great defense by the defensive fighter.
Print the shirts. Ground and pound. Round two next.
Stop!
Take a seat. Deep breath. Good. Relax. Take a drink of water and listen. I want you to set those kicks up a little bit better with your...
All right, let's take a look back at some of the highlights from those previous 5 minutes, DC, and no padding, no glove on that foot.
No glove, no padding, and look at the hip action when he throws those kicks. He's not only kicking just for feel, he's really trying to damage his opponent, and as the fight goes longer, you will start to see it taking effect.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Second round underway.
He's going guillotine.
Oh, what a beautiful, seamless transition to side mount as he counters the, oh, great submission defense. Chandler ground and pound from half guard. He is making these shots count.
Great shot on top by Chandler.
Another ground and pound strike lands. Oh, these are some serious power punches from the top by Chandler. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC.
He passes to half. Changing the position.
Pimblett's back in full guard. Oh, what a moment there as they make their way back to the feet. Crowd may be drunk, but they're absolutely loving it.
Yeah, the crowd loves the stand-up fight. So all that grappling wasn't what they wanted to see. They're back up on their feet now, and they're popping for it. They're excited.
Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does.
There it is. Now he's running them out. And look at him attacking the arm triangle on the other side. He's going to lock him down, try to pass all the way across his body. Once he gets across, he will start to drop his chest to the mat and chase the finish.
Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here.
Great ground and pound by this man.
Pimblett's in half guard. Trying to guard pass here. Not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transition.
90 seconds to go. All right, close guard now. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Pimblett. Nice strike from bottom position. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Pimblett's back in half guard, very comfortable here. All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these big shots. All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up.
This round, I want you to go out there and do the same thing.
All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much, and if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defenses.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Round 3 of a possible 5. Huge right hand from Michael Chandler yet again, and not unlike the one he landed on Dan Hooker a few years back.
I mean, Michael Chandler is a beast. I think he's one of the best athletes we have in the UFC. He works extremely hard, and he's one of those guys that you just want to root for. He's got great power, but don't forget about that wrestling background that allows Chandler to get those hands to drop, thinking that you're going to take you down and then up over the top, that overhand right hand.
Closes the gap and gets the single collar tie now. Oh!
In a ton of trouble right now. Fight IQ on full display there. Recognizing he was losing the sub, elected to keep the dominant position.
Huge elbow there. Oh, heavy shots continue to rain down.
Armbar, Tim.
Ooh, looks like it might be locked in.
Once he gets you going, he's got so many ways to finish armbars.
Submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense. I mean, way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Chandler's back in full mount. So 3 minutes have flown off the fight clock there. Oh, now looking to posture up, and he lands a big head strike. Nicely done there by Chandler.
You cannot sit in this position. Referee will have no choice but to stop the fight.
Stop it, and he will.
Oh, my goodness.
What a fight! So how about that as he pounds him out for the TKO? Prioritized the finish tonight. Absolutely gets it with style points. A huge, huge result here in this arena tonight.
It's always fun to see an athlete tell you what they're going to do, and then they do it. This guy told us he was going to get a finish, and that's exactly what he did. Him and his team are going to have a fantastic time tonight celebrating. They should all be very proud.
The official decision is in. Here is the veteran voice, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 21 seconds of the 3rd round, declaring the winner by TKO and new UFC lightweight champion of the world, Iron Michael Chandler.
All right, Michael Chandler, your winner by TKO, and this man's power is otherworldly. A lot of guys say they don't train for power. Chandler does, and it's effing working.
And it shows. It shows. You can tell that Michael Chandler is a very powerful guy. So he goes out there and he lands.